Hello, fellow Greeks. I'm Lena.
And I'm Kostos. We're here today joined by various representatives from the Greek city-states all over, as well as different people from the Iberia and Black Sea region. They're here today to represent their fellow countrymen in the Olympic Games.
That's right, Kostos. As you know, the Greek culture focuses primarily on mental discipline and physical fitness. The athletes gather here today to prove their excellence in these areas and to honor the great and almighty god Zeus.
Legend has it, that Zeus fought his father Kronos on Mount Olympus. After he won, in recognition of his victory, he named the valley that the mountain overlooks Olympia. Today, in modern times, various different religious festivals are held in this valley. Today we're here for one of them, the Olympic Games.
Speaking of honoring Zeus, we are preparing for the sacrifice of 100 oxen. Your oxen may be lucky enough to be one of 100 sacrificed to Zeus. We all know how Zeus loves his oxen.
And after that, we will have one of the 5 events of the pentathlon, wrestling. Up first, we have Milo, the 5-time consecutive winner of wrestling. Up against him, we will have Avis.
I am the to defeat!
Alright, and it looks like Milo has won again, Lena, for his 6th-time consecutive victory in wrestling. Let's go over for an interview with him now.
Milo, how does it feel to win another time in the Olympic Games?
It is such an honor to win a 6th time in the most important athletic festival in Greece. So how do you build up your wrestling skills? I like to tear down trees with my bare hands, build up those guns.
Milo, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to win a 7th time in the Olympics, and I want to be known for my extraordinary strength and my admirable wrestling skills.
Congratulations on your win, Milo. Now folks, you just saw a pretty intense wrestling match, but you'll know what intense means when you see the pancration.
That's correct. Pancration is one of the nastiest events of the Olympic Games. It is said to be founded by Theseus, the son of Poseidon, after he defeated a minotaur in the labyrinth.
The pancration is simply the combination of boxing and wrestling. Biting people and poking their eyes are some of the few moves not allowed in the pancration. However, a good blow to the stomach is perfectly legal.
The contestants are lucky there are 2 separate divisions, men and boys, especially considering that weight does not affect who your opponent is.
Yeah, wouldn't it be tough if you had to fight someone twice your weight?
It would be. Now let's take a brief commercial break.
The almighty god of Greece. Get your statue now. Worship day and night. Full body.
And we are back to the games. It's Timon here with Alexia.
Welcome back to the 2nd day of the Olympic Games. Today we'll be watching exciting events of running and jumping.
Here with us, we have Kionis of Sparta. He will be showing us how to perform the perfect jump.
Hello, folks. There is an art to jumping. When jumping a long distance, us athletes use weights known as halteres, which can be made of either stone or lead.
Why don't you show us how to jump, Kionis?
Alright, so when I jump, I will hold the haltere out in front of me, and then during the jump, I will swing it back and let go of it, which will propel me forward. Alexia, why don't you give it a try?
Harder than it looks. If you look to our left, you'll see some athletes warming up for the running events.
Competitors are able to race at once. There are 7 different types of races.
There are a few races called the Dolalos, which is a 2-stage race, which is 400 meters, the Glycos, which is a 7 to 24 stage race, and the Stadion, which is a 200-meter race. The Stadion is what the runners are warming up for right now.
In addition to those, there is also a race called the Hoplites. This is a race in which runners wear full body armor, which helps build stamina and strength for military purposes.
And they're off!
Runners ready, go!
Welcome back, folks. Lita here with you again. If you look behind us, you will see an intense match of boxing. Boxing is another one of the Olympic events. If you look at the flying hands of our competitors, Anamastos of Smyrna and Mulius, you will see leather gloves on their hands to protect their strong hands. Now, Tank racing may seem more grueling than boxing, but that doesn't mean boxing is easier. Once the boxer hits his opponent to the ground, he can continue hitting the opponent on the ground. Let's take a look.
Time out.
Wait, people, keep your hats on. We're receiving new information that Mulius bribed Onomasto to let him win. That's cheating!
Mulius will have to pay for a bronze statue of Zeus. What's a greater way to dishonor your city-state? That insufferable, disgraceful rodent.
This is an outrage.
Why would you cheat?
This is unacceptable.
I say he should pay for 100 bronze statues of Zeus.
100? I say he should pay for 2,000.
However, 2 class for Onomastos and his win.
Well, folks, after that revolting display of cheating, let's move on to our next event, the discus throw. Just like wrestling, there are 2 age divisions for the discus throw, men and boys. The discus itself is typically made out of either stone, lead, bronze, or iron. And the boys typically have a lighter discus than the men do.
There is also a certain method to throwing the discus. To start, the athlete will bring his left foot forward and shift his weight to his right foot. Then he will take his right hand and swing the discus back and forth until he picks up a nice steady rhythm.
Once he is confident with the rhythm he has established, he will shift his weight onto his left foot and throw the discus with a mighty thump.
The discus is another one of 5 events that takes place in the pentathlon. Let's take a look.
Up here we have Karpos, our last competitor of the day. Do you think he will be the victor this year?
He has thrown, and it looks like he will take the win. Hold up, was that a woman's screech I heard? This will not result well if she is a married woman, as married women were not allowed to attend the games, only maidens were. It was unacceptable for a married woman to see a man naked, with exception of her husband. And it looks like she was a married woman. How sad. She will be thrown off a cliff to face her death. You have committed a crime!
Thanks, Lena. Most unfortunate about that woman, but she had it coming for her.
Now for my favorite event, chariot racing. Alexia, let's give a basic overview of the sport.
Chariot racing is one of 2 equestrian events, horse racing being the other. Hippodrome is a wide, flat area the race takes place on. Sometimes I wonder how the rider stays on the horse's back.
Well, in chariot racing, the rider is in the chariot itself, unlike horse racing where the rider is on the horse's back. Yes, it is very common for the rider to fall off the back of the horse in horse racing, but this doesn't make chariot racing any less easy.
Indeed, chariot racing can be very dangerous, as collisions are common. There are 2 kinds of chariot races, a 2-horse race and a 4-horse race. 6 laps around the track will complete the course.
What's special about this event is that the rider who wins will not be crowned victor. It is the owner of the cart and horse that would be crowned victor. Generally, these owners are very wealthy. When you think about it, they have to be in order to pay for the equipment and feed the horse.
Three, two, 1, go!
Let's go! Yeah, yeah!
Athletes competed for prizes under 2 categories, Stephanos and Thematikoi, which mean material and symbolic. If you won, you would receive material rewards such as the 23rd book of Homer's Iliad, tripods, cauldrons, valuable metal, and oxen. You would also receive symbolic awards like a wreath made from an olive tree, and be privileged to erect your own statue in Olympia. The athlete's statue would have their name, their family members' names, and the city they are from. This way, the athlete would fully represent the statue of a hero. Also, in a world with no secure system to identify people, all these names and such would be a sure way to identify someone for all time. To overstate the glory of being an Olympic victor in antiquity is impossible. The highest honor for an ancient Greek to achieve was an Olympic victory, similar to the splendor of heroes from mythology. The reward of money won was insignificant compared to the honor of being an Olympic victor.
There are a few kind of races called the Delios, which is a 2 to 7,
Several different types of competitors.
Why?
Well, see, I can bring my foot behind your heel and then, like, push you down, and that would hurt when you fall. So I don't...
How bad would it hurt? Could we fake it a little bit? Like, could I...
Yeah.
Like that?
Up to 20 competitors are able to race at once. There are several different types of running events.
Runners set, go! Looks like one of our runners is down! Someone help her!